It sounds good.
This is how we start a show.
Watch him go through that. That is the Rock Boss.
That is amazing equipment, and that's how you start a show off. Nice and loud.
I could sit here, I could watch that all day, honestly. I think we need Barbara Streisand up here going, look at it, cutting like butter. It's cutting like butter.
And that's iron, folks. That Rock Boss is going right through solid iron.
Oh yeah. Finish it off, Dan.
This is the way to start it up. Boom.
There he goes. Awesome. Dan Hall, everybody. Nice job with the Rock Boss right there. Sean, what a way to start the show.
Yeah, click, click, boom. Let's get this show going here. Thank you, Dan. Steels knows how to get it rocking right off the bat.
I'm telling you, it's really cool. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tom Clark. I am the host for today's sponsored demo day. To my right, my partner in crime, Sean O'Malley. Sean, we got a great 2 days that we're going to be doing here.
We got 2 full days. We're going to start off today. We're going to highlight some of the vendors and suppliers that are here supporting this trade and also putting this event on. We got a lot of action, we got a lot of noise right now, but that's the way we roll. We like it that way.
I like it. Sean, I'm going to let you go over to Stabila. I'm going to start with Steel. Let's just take our turn and have some fun.
Let's do it, brother.
I'll see you later. Here we go. All right. I'm telling you right now, Steel always has the best demos. But we're going to hear from Andrew Johnson. Andrew, come on in. He's the product manager for Steel. And Andrew, we're watching Dan right now. Dan, hang on just a second. We're going to be talking about that TS machine over there. Andrew, you guys always have great innovations at Steel. How do you do it?
Well, we've always prided ourselves on being an innovative company and an industry leader. We really want to do it to make sure that the end users, like our Masons and tenders out here today, have an easier job the day is done.
You know, I mean, we're sitting in the trailer right here. Anybody can walk through here, look at some of these machines. They're probably going to be able to demo some of this stuff too as well, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, tell us, you know, you guys always have some great handheld products that, you know, anybody can use. What do we have out there today? Give us some of those options.
Well, so we've got several options out there. First, we'll just talk about the TSA 230. So this is the world's first battery-operated cutoff machine. You know, with it being battery, you have zero emissions, low maintenance, and you can use it inside for those tight spaces.
What else do we got?
Well, Dan just ran the TS 440 cutoff machine. You know, this is the first machine on the market and the only one on the market right now that has a quick stop wheel brake, meaning that it has the ability to stop that wheel in a fraction of a second if kickback occurs.
That's incredible. And of course, he opened up with the Rock Boss and just ripped through that iron pipe.
Yeah, so the GS 461 Rock Boss is, you know, the staple concrete cutter. You know, new this year with the 36 GGM diamond chain, it's designed to zip right through that ductile iron pipe with no problem.
But you don't recommend that for a Christmas present when your wife asks you for a diamond chain, is that correct?
Correct, don't do that.
But she can get it for me.
Yeah, there you go.
See, now it's our turn to get one.
They work.
I like that. Well, Andrew, I'm going to have everybody come up here and see you and your team at Steel. Let them try some of these products. Sound like a good idea?
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea.
All right, I'm going to go talk to a guy that's doing a little carving, but we will see you later. Follow me, will you? We're going to come on down here to Dave Weatherhead. Dave is doing some interesting carving. He's going to start it, and he's going to finish it by the time we get done today. Dave, come on over here, man. Dave, you're doing some incredible carving. Tell me what you got going on over there.
Well, we got an eagle started here at the moment. We're doing eagles and bears and a bunch of different wildlife.
Now, what steel product do you have in your hand? What are you using?
I have SA 220C, the newest battery-powered saw. As a matter of fact, it's the first time I tried it out. It works amazing. I love it.
All right, well, folks are going to come over here and watch. This eagle will be finished by the time we get done going all around with our sponsors and their demos. Sean, I'm going to throw it over to you right now. I know you got some stuff going on with Stabila. We're carving an eagle. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm over here with Rich Morse over at the Stabila tent. I'm going to come right up here and so you can check this out. We're going to stay here in the shade for just a little bit. Rich, how you been? It's been a long year, brother.
Yeah, man, we're holding our own. We're still going strong. As you can see, the showing here in the booth is incredible. I'm just thankful that everybody showed up. And I love when we have a strong showing of the #1 level brand in America. That's Stabila.
Hey, I've done some chin-ups on this thing in the past, but I guess we're not going to be doing that this year. You've got some other fun stuffs in the bag of tricks.
This year, we want to give it a fresh new start. We got a great new marketing team. You're going to see a lot of us on social media. So if you don't follow us, Stabila USA Canada, go strong.
Go strong. Keeping the industry driven for sure. Now, we're going to come back to some of those fun games, but let's talk shop here for a little bit. You guys got some new equipment out, everything from the residential all the way up through the commercial. Can you walk me through some of this?
For sure, Sean. And what everybody knows us for industry-wise is we've always made a tough level. Our industry known, there's not another one tougher on the marketplace. German manufactured.
Well, now we got the traditional levels. They're using them all over the place, but now if we're going to do some long distance grading stuff where you need precision and a long distance away where a 4-foot, a 6-foot, 8-foot Stabila is not going to work, you got a solution for that, right?
That's right. Just imagine you've got a 4-foot level that's got a measuring surface of 48 inches. What if you wanted to go 2,000 feet or you want to go 2,600 feet? This is how you get it done. This is the LAR 160 universal laser, great for those residential jobs up to 2,000 feet. When you want to go to the bad boy, right here.
Oh, this is the bad boy. Oh, look at this. Let's get a good close-up of the... Oh! That's why Stabila built it this way. You drop a level, you drop a laser, that's a couple thousand grand that just got tossed to the ground and is still perfect.
That durability. It has a drop factor of 5 feet to concrete. Horizontal working range, bulletproof elevations for them long ranges.
I think you played that trick because you know I'm a little fumbly with my hands.
Oh, you fall for it, I knew it.
All right.
Hey, Sean, thanks a lot. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come right back. And when we do, we're going to be talking to this guy right here. He's 3-time winner, Fred Campbell, looking for #4. We'll find out what he has to say when we come back. Don't go away.
I love watching you action. I just got grinning the whole time. I'm laughing. And then he can
15 seconds. Commercial. We're going to roll right over to Nick. Nick, you're going to come in after this, okay? Get Brian. Get Nick right over here. Hey, Sean, how you doing over there? I see you got your microphone on. What do you say I talk to Fred first, and then we can take care of everything? How about that? I like that. Fred Campbell, you're the 3-time winner here at the Spec Fix Bricklayer 500. You won a truck. You won another truck. You gave it to your tender, Tony Shelton. You won another truck. What's going through your head right now? You got a shot at #4?
Yeah, I want to make it #4 for sure.
Now, I mean, would this be like, you know, hanging up the trowel after this for 4?
Yeah, it's going to be my last time.
It is. So you're really going to be going all out this time.
Yeah, I'm going for it hard, yeah.
Now, when you're in between, you know, the Spec Fix Bricklayer 500, how do you actually prepare? Do you just practice, or is this just a regular work day for you? What gets you in shape?
Well, a few weeks before I come down here, I do set it up in my shop and practice it 2 or 3 times before I come.
Okay, now last year it was 783 brick. I remember it explicitly. It was an absolutely beautiful wall. You and Tony work so well together. When you're in your shop, what sort of numbers do you throw out there? Is it less, a little bit more? What do you shoot for?
It's always around 800. That's what I always go for.
So you think maybe 800, drop the trowel, walk into the sunset, and we'll play some really nice music for you?
That's the plan.
And how about Tony? How's Tony doing? We're going to talk to him a little bit later. Y'all still just, you make it look easy out here. It's amazing. You know, it doesn't look fast. It just looks very rhythmic. What's your secret?
It's just no wasted movements, you know, make everything count, and then we just work good together.
You know, that's just almost like a sports team in the same way with no wasted movements.
Exactly right.
Okay, well, I know you guys have meetings. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes. Good luck again this year. Of course, I'm going to say good luck to all the teams. I have to do that, but they are up against a very tough team. Fred Campbell, thank you so much. All right, I appreciate that. And Nick, I want to bring you in here right now because you just might be handing the keys to this guy right here who's already got 3 Ford trucks, and there might be another one on the way. Nick, how you doing, man? Nick Banger with Ford. Great to have you guys here again, as always.
Oh, great to be here. Ford is, again, excited to be a sponsor of the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. We're excited to be here, excited to see the energy, excited to see all the competitors, and we're just ready to get this thing going.
And, you know, one of these guys, they're going to get a Ford F-250.
That's correct. The winner takes home a brand new F-250 truck, so we're excited to give that and be able to provide that to them today or tomorrow for the competition.
You know, not just the 250, but we got the 350, we got the 450 behind us, and I understand we got some different engines for those workhorses.
That's true. These two are equipped with 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engines. We also have an available 6.2 liter engine as well as our 7.3 engine. All have plenty of power for whatever the customer needs to do.
Yeah, but it's not just about power because Ford has everybody connected. You guys are on the cutting edge of that stuff. I mean, the truck is like a walking modem, for crying out loud.
It sure is, and you hit the nail on the head. We actually have embedded 4G modems in all of our commercial vehicles where customers can actually download the Ford Pass app with Ford Pass Connect. They can remote start, lock, and unlock their vehicles as well as see where their vehicle's at to find it. So.
Okay, but you know, that's not the only thing. I know it's not till 2022, but can I tell everybody?
Yeah, we sure can. So I'm sure everyone's seen the announcement. We just announced the 2022 Ford Lightning all-electric pickup. We're so excited to have it. EPA estimated range 300 miles, and there's one other thing. It's got a frunk.
I'm sorry, we can't say that on get the frunk out of here. What is a frunk?
A frunk is the front trunk. So because it is all electric, it doesn't have a motor, so actually under the hood, you have storage space. So just one more thing Ford's doing to give that customer extra storage capacity for whatever they might need to haul.
Well, once again, Ford, thank you so much. We just love you guys as a sponsor. You want to give away some keys tomorrow?
Yes, I sure do. Can't wait. So may the best man win.
All right, we're going to talk to you again tomorrow. We'll be right back. We're going to go a little short commercial break with Iron Age, so don't go anywhere because I think that's where Sean's hanging out right now. Good.
These men, the ones chopping down trees in the wilderness with nothing more than an axe. The men building skyscrapers without power tools and without a safety harness. The guys getting tattoos in alleys, not parlors. Our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers. Yeah, times have changed. But the work hasn't. So neither have we. That's why we're dedicated to building a better boot. Building something that'll take on hard jobs and last as long as you do. The best materials we can find, and only that. Designs that have taken the test of time and are still standing. Sure, lots of companies can say that, but Iron Age boots have been there, done that. Iron Age. Not just tough, old school tough.
All right, welcome on back here. We're getting primed up for Masonry Madness Day to come, but today we're paying some bills, little sponsorship day, and I'm over here at the Iron Age footwear booth with Brent Jennings, Midwest boy coming in from St. Louis. You got a lot of cool stuff that's going on. You were out here last year demoing your stuff, getting this gear under the feet of contestants and all the people out there in the audience. There's a reason why people are coming after this product. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we try to work with masons and concrete fabricators to build really tough boots that are meaningful. Things like our, that we showed last year with our muck raker tool to get the muck out, our lime resistant, mortar resistant leathers, the only ones in the world that we know of. And then we got a lot of new designs, including soft toes this year.
Soft toes. You just triggered a thought on me here. I heard this soft toes. How about soft toes for hard asses? Does this sound like something that you created?
That's right, that's right. So people have been asking for soft toes at this event for years and years, and so we're delivering. We got product coming in next month, first time ever.
All right, because not every situation requires a hard toe. So you came up with this new product line, the soft toe. Again, soft toes for hard asses. First time that it's being revealed to the public ever. It's right here today. Brent's got it. Start signing up for these. You could be registered to enter for prizes and discounts. First ones get what do they get?
Well, we're going to do a giveaway for the first. We're going to do about 3 for everybody that signs up just at this event, and they'll get the first 3 ever made. So, and then everybody else will get about 30% off and some other cool prizes.
That's awesome. We got the prototypes here, and they do look comfy. I haven't set my foot into one yet. By the end of this show, though, I think Brent is the same size as me, so I might have to try some of his on. A lot of cool stuff that's going on. It's hot. It's a heat wave right now. You got to stay hydrated.
That's right.
And you really hooked me up. You did me a solid earlier. I couldn't find my water bottle, and you're like, here, Sean, take this for me, and you're never going to lose it. I got this right here. Beer Me from Iron Age. Look at this. It's going to stick right to the post. Anything metal, your toolbox, sitting around in the garage in your boathouse doing what you do, get yourselves hooked up. Iron Age Footwear, awesome group. They've got some killer material going out there. Now, it's not all about the footwear. What about driving? Let's talk about some of the new and exciting stuff that's coming up. Tom, I think you've got someone on the line down there.
Yeah,
You
I do,
wanna
as a
hook us
matter
up?
of fact. I do, Sean, and if anybody knows how to suck up anybody to get stuff, it's got to be Sean O'Malley. So just make sure you get 2. One for me and one for you. All right, I'm standing here with Blaine Burrows. He is a product specialist with Kubota, and Kubota is a new sponsor here, and we are so grateful to have them on board because they have just some amazing products. We're going to show you a couple of them right now, and in fact, one of them is going to go to our top craftsman. That's the RTV X1140. But before we get there, Blaine, first of all, thank you so much for being a part of the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500.
Yes, sir. Proud to be a sponsor here. Really excited to see what these guys are able to do today and tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, you are not going to believe what you're going to see. It is just thrilling for 60 minutes, the 20 minutes over there, the toughest tender. It is so incredible. And you know what? Once these guys get a look at all these Kubota machines, they're going to want them. And we're going to be talking about this first one right here, the SCL 1000. Tell me what we got right here and why it's so different from the competition. What makes it stand out?
Yeah, so Kubota as a brand itself is known for the quality and reliability of its products. Where that starts is the engine and the powerhouse of the unit. So Kubota separates itself from the competition by building our engines to our machines. So, a lot of other vendors around there aren't able to do that same thing Kubota is. So let's take a look over here and actually get a close-up on here. So the SCL 1000 is actually powered by 24.8 horsepower turbocharged engine. That allows us to get the class-leading 4.9 miles per hour, and that's going to be both forward and reverse. You won't see that in all the competition that we have as well. We swing around here as well. We'll show you some of the controls.
Yeah, we want to see that. Before we get to the controls, though, I noticed here that you loaded up a whole bunch of Spec Mix mortar mix with one of the attachments here. Now, from what I understand, this little puppy right here has a whole bunch of attachments. Tell me what we can put on this.
Yeah, so this is a Swiss Army knife of a machine right here. So right now you do see the pallet forks that we have set up. We offer 2 different sizes of buckets. That's going to be a 36-inch. That 36-inch is going to match the width of the machine, so it enables you to get through those 3-4-foot gates. We also come with the trenchers, skid rakes, augers, hydraulic breakers, which we actually have in the West Hall over here if you guys make your way over there. Yeah, just a complete lineup of attachments.
What booth number are you guys at?
That I'm not 100% sure of, but over there in the West Hall, you'll find the big Kubota orange.
All right, let's come around here because I want to bring the camera in. Let's go around to this side because you're going to actually show us how this works. Tell us some of these controls as we're lifting this pallet of spec mix mortar.
Yeah, so again, one of the things that's going to set the Kubota SCL 1000 apart is having the auxiliary controls right here on this joystick. Some of the competition, they have 3, 4 maybe joysticks up here, so you're having to choose between working your auxiliary hydraulics and traveling, or working your auxiliary hydraulics and working the loader and boom. So that's really one thing that sets us apart. Also, our keyless start is going to become standard, so no more having to deal with keys with guys on the job site. You tell them one code and they're able to hop on and start operating.
All right, well, let's get going. Let's crank it up and let's see how this thing works right here. Now tell me what he's doing as he's going through it.
So right now he's revving up the RPMs to take on this load. We have 11 mortar bags right here of spec mix. That's going to be about 80 pounds each. So right now we have about 888 pounds of load right here on the front with these pallet forks.
This looks like it's pretty simple, and I'll tell you what, it's going through it nice and smooth.
Absolutely. That's what this machine does day in and day out.
Well, this is awesome, but that's not it. The SCL 1000, what a great little machine. Blaine, thank you so much for taking the time, but we're not done yet, because we're going to throw it over to Jacob and Sean O'Malley. He's over there with the RTV X1140, and Sean, the best wall is going to be driving that, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. Not if I have anything to say about it. I might put my little fanny in that seat and be hauling down Paradise Avenue here in just a little bit. But thanks for that toss. We are still over here with Kubota and Jacob. We are looking at this luxury machine here, and one of these bricklaying teams is going to go home with this unit. Tell us a little bit about it. What's it all about?
So the X Series has been the #1 selling diesel utility vehicle in North America for 5+ years running. One of the primary reasons for that is that the quality and durability that comes with every Kubota machine really lives and breathes through our X Series. It's purpose designed for work. Our VHTX transmission also allows for easy operation on a job site, one pedal operation. We've got a host of implements and accessories that you can attach to it that also allow it to be customized for the work.
A lot of unique work, and to include the trades, obviously. These guys are driving them through mud, but once in a while they want to have some sporting fun. Can this unit handle all that family activity, a little bit of sporting fun and a couple of coolers?
Oh, absolutely. One of the benefits of this model right here, and what actually differentiates it from the competition, is the convertible configuration of the cargo box. So right now you can see there's 4 passengers that you can fit in here. Still plenty of space to hold coolers, what have you. But with a few switches, a few flips, this actually converts to a long bed. So if you think about a work site, the day-to-day activity and the job that needs to get done is going to change, and this machine can change with it.
That's really cool, and that's what we need: flexibility, versatility. You guys have brought it here today. Appreciate it. And I think you see those teams that scatter out, they're getting ready. One of these craftsmen is going to go home with this unit right here. Now, Tom, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We got a long day ahead of us.
Yeah,
now,
we do actually, Sean, and as a matter of fact, we're going to talk to one of the competitors, Brian Wayne, in just a second. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to meet one of the regional winners who's going to be a contender, and I'll tell you why.
Get a great deal on getting the job done right with powerful, reliable Kubota construction equipment. Get the new U48.5 excavator for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus up to $2,000.
Okay, we are back, and I am sitting here in stall 15 with Brian Wade. He was a big winner. Where? Tennessee?
Yes.
From Wade Masonry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and from what I understand, this is you on the front cover, right? With all the muscles. That's why everybody's in trouble. That's actually his profile. So, no, not really. How was it, man? Winning the regional, 670 brick. Did you have a good day that day?
Oh yeah, we had a great day. Had a couple deductions, but everything went well. We're hoping to do better tomorrow.
Well, you know, is the heat going to make a difference? You know, I mean, you and your tender, you know, Tennessee, it's not the hottest place on the planet. It's not like Arizona or anything, or Las Vegas in the middle of June. How's that going to affect you guys?
I think tomorrow we're going to be fighting the mortar, trying to get the consistency of it to the best we can to lay the brick. Besides that, I think everything should go fine.
Now, how long have you and your tender been working together?
For a few years.
So you guys have got a system going. Do you have a plan? Did you practice at all? And are you ready? How do you practice for an event like this?
We set up a wall back home. This is actually only his first time helping me. So hopefully we got him on the right track.
So I think you probably need to get a lot of practice time with him, get over there, let him know what's going on.
He knows what's going on.
Well, Brian, we want to wish you good luck. We wish all the teams good luck. Welcome to Las Vegas. I'm going to let you guys get your starter wall going. Go ahead, get out of here. Good luck, stall number 15. I'm going to throw it over to Sean O'Malley right now. Sean, what you got going, brother?
I'm standing in the shade. I'm a smart man. So I am over here at the Holman & Bernard booth, and I'm with Jason. Now, Jason is the man with all the technical knowledge for all the Holman & Bernard products. We could sit here and talk shop with him all day. He knows all the specs right in the top of his head. But we do have a couple of unique different avenues that you guys have gone this year. You brought it out because right here at the World of Concrete 2021, we're showing the latest and greatest, and Holman & Bernard has brought it. They're bringing it. So let's step over here. Jason, we've got lintel system. Why don't we start with those? Tell me a little bit about it, how these are different than a traditional lintel that you would see on a masonry job site.
So this guy right here, this is our concealed lintel system. So we custom engineer and design these project specific. So the benefits with these system, it allows you to have a full masonry soffit. So you walk under an opening, a window, an entrance of the building. It can be all exposed masonry, but structurally reinforced.
I mean, so many times I'm walking into a building, even into my own garage, and I look up and I've got a nice brick veneer there, but I see nothing but steel. You guys have solved that issue, right?
100%, no maintenance, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. We also have some other kind of TBS. TBS. Let's talk about that real quick. What does that acronym actually mean?
Thermal Brick Support System. So what that means is this is a way to offset your shelf angles to increase thermal efficiency in your building, your structure, and allow the air barrier and continuous insulation to run behind it continuously instead of
Let me plug that part, because I know how important continuous insulation is. Specifications and codes are changing daily, and contractors don't know how to deal with it. You're providing solutions to the contractor so that they can provide those continuous insulation specs. They're meeting what they have to do because you're bringing it to the table for them.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we appreciate all that. Now, we got some other stuff. We just hit the top of the iceberg now. Tell me a little bit about this new flashing that's on the market. Flashing is so important to keeping that moisture out of our buildings. It's imperative that's installed correctly and accurately. Now, I want to dumb it down. You have dumbed it down. You have made it really easy for the installer to put a successful flashing system together, and it's all in one set.
Yep, that's our lightning flash. Fresh on the market, no primer required.
Wait, everything requires primer nowadays. No primer with your system?
Lightning flash takes no primer.
I'm going to repeat that.
No primer.
No primer, all right. That obviously is going to speed up the installation of this. The importance, without the primer, putting it onto the block, they're moving ahead, they got a quality system, and it's going to keep that water out for years and years. What about the UV protection? If that's exposed while building is going up, does it have a long longevity?
24-month, 2-year UV life.
Well, I got to do some quick math. I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 150% versus your competition in some cases, yes?
That's accurate, yes.
Wow, that's a big change. So this lightning flash, pretty cool stuff. What do you got over here? Jason, you guys set something up. It looks like maybe you want to try to lift some block up to see how it works.
We want to show you how well it sticks, and we want to see how tough you are.
You want to see how tough I am?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here, where's Tom? Tom, you got to come do the heavy lifting.
Well, I thought I was going to give it a try first, Tom. You step off, step off. This is my interview right here. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to give you the mic. I ain't going to lift this up. I've had a tough week, though. My back's a little sore, but I'm going to give it a go.
All right, here we go. It's a waste of time, but all right. Let's see how he does this. This thing. Yeah, easy there. Here, take the microphone.
I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot. It's been a long week. You think you can? No way. No way an announcer's going to do it. Ooh. Look. The hostess with the mostest. Look at him go.
We'll be right back. We have a commercial break, and when we come back, I'll be lifting a wall.
All right, thank you for that, Jason. Oh, you got me a little gift?
We
Well, I got this little gift right here. Tom, I'll match you. 1 for 1. Here we go. We're going to go to a commercial break right now. Stay with us. We'll be right back in just a minute.
The thermal brick support from Holman and Bernard is a groundbreaking brick veneer support system that reduces thermal bridging and relief angles. The systems are designed and engineered in-house to meet your specific project needs. Also available is the TBS Independent Tube Bracket Support System, which features a bracket which is mounted to the substrate and a relief angle which is hung onto the bracket as shown. Both systems should be flashed with through-all flashing and are detailed just like any other relief angle, while allowing insulation to remain continuous behind the shelf angle. For more videos and information, visit us online at h-b.com.
Do I hear 25? Anybody, 25? Oh! Welcome back to Sponsored Demo Day. My name is Tom Clark. I am one of the hosts. The other one, Sean O'Malley, who just has issues with weightlifting, I guess. I'm standing with this guy right here, Tony DePerna. He's the National Training Director for the IMI. And Tony, first of all, this is beautiful what we have behind us here. Let's talk about this first, and then I want to get into training and how this industry needs kids in the trade.
Absolutely. So we thought this up. The IMI engineers detailed it for us. We sent it in. It's in the book. And we went to work on Friday, and here we are, ready for the competition to show our skills.
I'll tell you what, the skills are unmatched because every year there's always something beautiful, something different, and something where somebody can look at and go, man, I wish I had the skills to do that. How do they get these skills since you're the training guy?
Best hands in the business. We spend countless amount of hours and money on training. We got the best hands in the business because our contractors and our members pay out of their own pocket to train. Nobody subsidizes us. We do it ourselves, and we train. We have over 60 training centers in North America and Canada, and that's what we do.
Now, what can somebody expect? They say, well, you know, college may not be right for me. I saw it on News 5 here in Las Vegas the other day. A lot of kids are like, college, maybe it's not right for me. Maybe I want to get to a trade school. What do? How do they go about it? Make a phone call, go to a website. How do we get somebody in the trade to keep the industry, to keep the trade strong?
Well, you mentioned pretty much everything. Social media. All you got to do is look us up in the internet. We're always looking for applicants. We take them in every year. You earn while you learn. You learn a career. This goes with you wherever you go in the world. You can do this anywhere, and it costs nothing when you come to us. Our members pay for the training for our apprentices.
You know, for something like this, obviously it's hands-on. You're getting your hands dirty, you're working hard. But also, what about the technical side? Maybe somebody might want to be an engineer, work with an iPad, create something. Are there openings for something like that?
Absolutely. We're training with the newest technology. We have many of our locals are partnered up with a lot of our community colleges. We have a national college, and we're pushing education every day, and hopefully this really picks up and we can get more youth into this trade and really close that gap of missing journeymen and workers in this country.
Well, that's what we need. Tony DePerna, thank you so much, IMI National Training Director.
One thing they can't do is get rid of our jobs, so we're here to do it, and we're going to be here forever.
I love it. You know what? Think about it. I mean, seriously, college may not be right for you. Try the trades. You can talk to Tony. I'll bet you what, if you emailed him, you know, online, he'll respond to you because he knows how important the future is for us, right?
Yes, IMI.org. We'll find you.
I like it. IMI. It's 6 letters. 6 letters that could change your life. You want to steal that and put that on a bumper sticker?
We have them already.
Oh, darn. I kind of figured I had something new. All right, speaking of somebody changing your life, how about Sean O'Malley? Because I'm wearing these cool block ladder pants right here, and I think he's over at the block ladder van, probably sucking up to somebody to get another pair. Sean, what you got over there, my friend?
Hey, I got to do some shopping once in a while. I shop in Las Vegas, you know what? And I'm over here at the block ladder booth, and I'm with CJ Miller. I'm doing some shopping on block ladder pants. Why? Because they're awesome. Why do every one of the masonry teams out there competing tomorrow at the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500? They're wearing them because they're awesome. That's right. Now, CJ, you're going to tell us a little bit about it. You've got some pants that are in your hand. We're going to leave that for just a minute. You guys have been around since 1959, started in Sweden, been pushing the envelope every year. Why do you guys continue to do it, and how are you so successful?
Sure. Well, you know, each of our products is specifically designed for the task at hand. So we have pants designed for framers, electricians, masons. We have stuff specifically designed for the project. So we put a lot of care and attention into all the seams, the materials. It's made with the finest materials we can get and the best workmanship.
Well, you make them for all different trades. What about like MCs and hosts that are sitting here holding onto a microphone? This is tough work too. I'd like you to notice my ripstops right here from Block Ladder. These are fashionable and they are awesome. I've got a lot of people turned on to them, and it's all because of your fashion statement that's built for the ages and for the tradesmen. Now I'm going to step away for just a minute here. I don't want you to go anywhere, CJ. I'm going to bring in someone very special here. He is a past craftsmanship winner, Mr. Darren Dothek. Hi, Darren. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm here.
All right. Now, I see that you're also sporting your block ladders. I mean, give me a comment. What do you think on those?
I love them. I still have some from the first year we competed here. I don't fit as well in them.
Oh, you don't fit as well anymore in them. Well, this is just a little bit. Yeah, so you've got to have about 5 or 6 pairs of these block ladder pants now?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, just a few minutes ago, I don't know if you saw the big screen there. I was up there and I was next to that Kubota all-terrain vehicle. That's a pretty cool thing. Were you impressed?
I'm very impressed.
Would you want to go home in one of those?
I would love to.
Is that your strategy? Come on, you could tell us. Nobody's really listening right now. Is your strategy to go after that equipment tomorrow, that Kubota machine?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, now, before we take off, we got a little special something tomorrow that's coming up with the most indestructible pant in North America. What are we going to do with these, CJ?
We're going to do a pants pull competition. So we're going to pick some of the biggest guys out here and see if they can rip the crotch on these pants.
I only had a rabbit.
There it is. The wager has been thrown out. Now, Block Ladder has built their reputation on clothing for the workman. I mean, no ties in this office, folks. Now, we're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be back.
Another man has reported that his pants have been jacked in broad daylight today while working on a local job site.
So this guy came up to me, said I had to give him my new work pants. That's when he jacked them from me. Good thing I was wearing underwear.
Look, I told Mr. Fancy Pants over there that he's walking around showing off his new work pants, that eventually somebody was going to jack him. And look what happened. He's out here freezing his cheeks off.
They just stole the pants right off the guy.
What makes someone want to steal pants?
See, me, I come to work and I wear these cheap pants, and I'm miserable in these pants, you know. But I'm gonna get those pants one day, but they ain't jacking me. I ain't having it.
Oh yeah. I got a pair. You know, so I'm being careful. I'm taking extra security precautions.
So why exactly would someone jack someone else's pants?
Because those pants are amazing. Okay, they got pockets, knee pads, tool belt built into the pants like Beltman. Okay, no wonder somebody jacked them. They're great pants. I want the pants. I was gonna take the pants. Give me the pants. You know I'm on my. Yes, I'm
Block Ladder has engineered the toughest pants on the market and the most comfortable. With up to 15 pockets, 9 tool attachment features, and 2 knee pads, they are the most advanced and most sought-after workwear on the job site.
All in one fell swoop. Like he just stood there with his shoes on and everything. Like it was a magic trick. You know, it's like some David Blaine stuff. When I turn up, you know I'm on my.
The Spec Mix D2W Workhorse Continuous Mixing System, the mobile mixing station that increases your efficiency by allowing you to mix where you work. The compact, lightweight design of the Workhorse makes it the go-to system for any residential or commercial project. Its mobility makes it ideal for job sites with space limitations, rough terrain, and sprawling projects that put your workforce on the move. And for high-rise construction, as the building goes vertical, the Workhorse easily moves floor to floor with your crew. Mortar, core fill grout, stucco, and concrete. The D2W Workhorse is engineered to thoroughly mix materials to meet specification with minimal setup and labor. It's the low dust, zero waste system that continuously produces a high quality mix. Running on standard 120 volt power, simply plug the Workhorse into an outlet, connect it to a water source, or pump from a tank. Then flip the switch, dial in the desired water ratio, and start breaking 80-pound bags of spec mix into the hopper. The Workhorse will crank out over a yard of material in 1 hour. With the addition of a HEPA vacuum and the Spec Mix D2W Workhorse dust collection system, nuisance dust is a problem of the past. When mixing in confined areas where dust is a problem, the Spec Mix D2W Workhorse Dust Collection System is your perfect job site solution. Working indoor and outdoor, floor to floor, large projects or small, the D2W Workhorse is the system for high productivity and profitability. To learn more about the Spec Mix D2W Workhorse or other Spec Mix products and silo solutions, visit specmix.com.
Welcome back to the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 Sponsor Demo Day, where we are just thanking our sponsors left and right for all the great things that they have done over the years. Without them, you can't have great events like this, Sean. And so far, we're only halfway up the alley. We've seen some great things, some great show specials, and we have even more here because you're actually a part of this. You're actually going to help us do the demo.
Oh yeah, we're going to do a little stagnant demo today, but we're going to talk about some pretty interesting and unique applications. And every contractor that's out there, whatever trade it is, he needs multiple tools to get the job done. You know, we're going to talk about it. We got some equipment over here. Then we're going to talk with a legendary contractor, Joe Bonifay from the Pittsburgh area, Arch Masonry. He's out here. He takes advantage of these unique systems and styles because you have to be competitive out there to land jobs and make a buck today.
Well, in order to do that, you've got to have a guy that can make the machine that allows Joe to do that. And I want to meet Danny Carrillo. He is with Graco, and I know the Graco name not just for this, because I got a Graco sprayer at home, and those are just amazing machines. But this is incredible. Danny, why don't you take us through this right here, and then Sean and Joe are going to show us the application.
Okay, so what we're looking at here today is 110 volt machines. The Spec Mix Workhorse will mix a pallet an hour of either mortar or concrete mix or grout mix. And so a pallet an hour is basically a cubic yard an hour, and it's all on 110 volt. You simply hook a hose up to it, set your water, turn it on and off, and it'll mix for you all day long. Now we've taken that mixer and we put it into a 110 volt pump. So now we have this 200-pound 110 volt pump that'll pump the grout into the block. So if you got small grout jobs where you can't really use a truck, an elevator shaft inside a building, now you can mix with the mixer, go into the pump, and you can pump at a cubic yard an hour.
How important is it for something like this to be portable, to get into places maybe you can't get into, and why does the contractor love it so much?
Well, normally if you're doing an elevator shaft in a building, you're laying 3 or 4 rows of block and then you're filling it, and it's just not feasible to have a pump do that. These things fit through a 36-inch door, will fit in the back of a pickup, fit in the elevators, anywhere you need to go. And there's also a dust collector that goes for that, so you can mix inside, collect all your dust, and be mixing with 110 volt at a cubic yard an hour.
All right, Danny, I'm going to turn it over to Sean right now, who's with Joe. Sean, Joe, take it away. Let's see how this actually works.
Yeah, Joe and I were just over here, we're talking, and again, this is some really versatile equipment. Those underpinning situations, areas where you're limited and you're trying to get grout down a CMU wall, well, you've got to have that diversity in order to achieve this. Now, what we've got set up here, Joe, is more for grouting, but grouting isn't the only application. But let's finish out this, since we've got this marriage going. We've got the Spec Mix D2W that's capable of pushing core fill grout at a yard per hour into those unique situations in the underpinning. It's versatile. That's where I want to bring you in. You have more experience than probably anybody else in the country with the versatility of this D2W unit, workhorse unit. I mean, it doesn't have to sit on the ground, right? I mean, maybe we have to move locations and elevations. How do you take advantage of it?
We put it right on the scaffold with our crew. We have 6 of them. Right now, we have it up on an elevator shaft and stairwell project, and we're mixing grout in it nonstop. These situations, the grout quantity isn't large enough to get a ready-mix truck, so you're constantly sending tubs of grout up the scaffold. So what we've done to save our operators time of making all those tubs lifts, we just put a pallet of the 80-pound bags on the scaffold with the workhorse. We run the hose and the power cord up, and we make the grout right on the scaffold.
You're keeping your material right close to you because their time is valuable. You don't want your laborers running a long distance to get material that you can have at your side. So you have compensated using some smaller bags into some unique situations and capitalizing on that labor. Do you find that it's getting you any more projects because you're able to keep your numbers tight where they need to be?
It is certainly helping us hit our budgets on the projects, and it's really helping us with the workforce shortage that we're having. You can't find good operators, so the best thing you can do is minimize the amount of moves they have to make. So we're having the labor on the scaffold. He's making his own mud. He's controlling how much he makes at the end of the day, so we're not throwing away mud. He's cleaning the workhorse right on the mixer, so our operator can be setting scaffold for the next move, staying one step ahead of the game.
That's awesome. Now this Spec Mix D2W workhorse paired up with the Graco unit as you see here. It's versatile, it's unique. Move it from floor to floor, elevation to elevation. Stay within budget, get more jobs. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Joe, I appreciate you being here today at the World of Concrete Masonry Madness. And we're gonna take a short break, but we're gonna come back in about 60 seconds. We got something exciting right around the corner. It's gonna change masonry as you know it.
No matter what you're building, get professional results with Quikrete fast-setting concrete in the red bag. It sets hard in minutes. Find out more at Quikrete.com. Quikrete, for over 70 years, it's what America's made of.
All right, welcome back. Now, before we cut for that short break here, I told you we were gonna see something that will change masonry. We are over here at the IQ Power Tool booth. We've got a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna concentrate on one thing. She might be under wraps. I'm here with Vince. Vince, you got something under wraps for us here? Don't tell us what it is.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. All right. Now, so I heard somebody over there saying we got some things that really suck. You know, you guys admit to that? You got some things that suck?
Absolutely. It sucks all the dust that takes away your problem.
Okay, I guess I should have paid attention to the rest of that conversation. I saw that sucks up all the dust because dust is so important in construction today. We got to be concerned with it. Now, IQ, you guys have been supporting the industry for a long time. You got some cool things in here. Very interesting, unique, different applications. Let's just spend a little bit of time real fast here and tell me what you got. Let's start with the big dogs, maybe like with Big Mama.
Absolutely. This is our 2000 system. It's 4,000 CFM. We have it in 4 different models. You can do electric or gas. What it's going to do is take all the dust and water out of your job so you can immediately put up your block.
Awesome. That's very important because you don't want a soaking block when you're going up, especially in the cold environment up north. Something might freeze. So, but Big Mama's not the only kind of table saw that's out there. Maybe you don't need something that heavy duty. You got something else maybe a little bit smaller?
Absolutely. The MS 362, 16.5 inch. We cut a 6-inch block, 24 by 24 table, so you can put large hardscape pavers on it or anything else you need.
Those hardscape pavers, they're pretty dense. They are hard to cut. Sometimes you got some soft brick, but those pavers can really be tough. So when we move away from the table saws, and maybe this even looks like a little portable system. Is that what it is?
This is the magic for scaffolding. You can take it right up with you. It'll cut a standard brick. It's magic. Everybody loves it.
Well, I want to make sure that Joe Bonifate just heard that. I mean, here's another thing that can go up on your scaffolding. We just heard from Arch Masonry how important it is to keep your materials close, save on labor. You got to do what you have to do to get through today. It's tight in that market, and we appreciate you providing those solutions. And it is worth mentioning here that all of these units here and their dust capabilities of collecting of all those nuisance particles that everyone is concerned about, right?
Absolutely. Meets all the OSHA standards with no water.
No water. That's the way we get it done. All right, this is kind of like Christmas. Unwrapping a little gift, maybe. Vince, can I talk you into doing it, or should we have somebody else do the unveiling? All right, here's the unveiling. Wow, look at this. Is this what you were talking to me earlier about? It's going to change the industry?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a complete redesign. We had a 12-inch model, and all the people kept telling us the suggestions, and we listened to them, and we said this is a solve for the people, because we came back, and what we've done is we've come with a 14-inch blade, which is amazing. We got a new engine. It's a German engine. We have gas, and it's an oil mix all by itself. Saves on all those headaches. You don't have to trade a chemist anymore.
All right, so it's still a two-stroke, so it takes oil, but it has a different compartment, and it automatically adds it in there for you.
Absolutely.
That's important. If somebody forgets to add the oil in there, you know what happens to those engines. Now, this is a badass masonry chop saw right here. This stuff is going to get the job done fast and efficiently. That's what you're all about, getting it done fast and efficient. You brought it here today, and I tell you what, you want these contractors to come check it out? How do they get here? How do they find out more?
Oh, you just come over and see IQ Power Tools.
IQ Power Tools. Stay with them. Keep on paying attention to what we have coming up in the next segment. Tom, I'm not sure where you're at right now. All right, you're going to get something lined up. I think we're going to go to another really short commercial. We're going to come right back, and we're going to keep on with these sponsors. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 sponsored demo day. My name is Tom Clark. I'm one of two hosts. Sean O'Malley is out here as well, and you heard from him earlier. What's going on behind me right here, and these couple of guys, I'll tell you what, this is amazing, because if you've ever been to the gym, ask yourself, can you lift 6,000 pounds in 20 minutes? I'm going to say no right off the bat, and John Jacob and Jeff, who is with, I'll say that again. I think my mic cut out. John Jacob and Jeff Bukowitz with the MCAA. This is an incredible event, first of all. John, these guys are laying block. They only have 20 minutes. Talk about this event.
They have 20 minutes to lay up, approximately 124 block, and it's going to be all that it can just to get them in. But the thing is, it's not just about the quantity; it's about the quality. If they can't get this correct and presentable, that it's not worth doing.
And they have to do both sides, too, because we're going to flip a coin. They don't know what side they're going to be cleaning, so they have to be careful.
So after that 20 minutes, we're going to take a 2-minute break. And that 2-minute break, we're going to flip that coin, and they're going to decide what side of the wall that we're going to be joining. And that's what's going to tell the whole story.
Okay, you know, as we go through these events through the years, we get a little bit more. We get a little bit more. We get a little bit more. Is somebody going to hit 130 block this year, maybe?
I think that we're going to hit about 100, maybe 132.
Really?
But some of the guys out here that did about 140, 145 last year understands that it's about quality. So their numbers are going to come down because their quality is going to go up.
They're going to be a point deduction here and a point deduction there. But I honestly have to say, it is 20 minutes of the toughest, the endurance. You might as well just take Mike Tyson in the ring for a couple times instead of doing this.
Well, Mike Tyson in the ring, I don't know about that.
Hey, you can bite an ear, but you can't bite a block.
Well, the block bites back also.
All right, well, Jeff, I want to bring you in here because we want to talk about something that the MCAA has come up with, Masonry Strong. And it is such a great program. Let's talk about that, Jeff.
Sure, Masonry Strong. It's a new program we've developed. It's all to talk about the attributes of masonry, the strength of it, the beauty of it, and the resiliency of it. So you'll see a lot more about it. We'll be doing a lot on social media, promoting it that way, and then linking back to the site called masonrystrong.org.
How is the MCAA? Aside from Masonry Strong, you guys are such a big part of this every year. We love having you. We love this event. How's everything else going with the MCAA right now?
Things are going well. We always welcome new members. We hit our 1,000th member this past year. We're staying strong with that, so it's pretty exciting where we're at.
Now we have the tent out here as well. Folks can come out and they can talk. They can ask any questions they want. You and your team are going to be out here, right?
Absolutely. They'll see Todd under the tent. He's our membership director, and he'll be happy to talk to them about everything we do.
I like that. Well, Jeff, it is always a pleasure to see you out here again, and we got a winning number. You want to pick something? It is Vegas. You got any odds on anybody?
No, I don't. I can't place odds on somebody.
I know. I love it. Jeff Buckowitz, thank you so much. The president of the MCAA. All right, where is Sean O'Malley right now? What are you doing? And as I said earlier, who are you sucking up to get some tchotchkes?
It's not all about the tchotchkes. Sometimes it's just a little cool shade. We're over here at the Arizona Masonry Council's project, which they built us a tremendous shade shelter out of some commonly used tools. We're going to come back to them in just a moment, but a little bit of housekeeping first. We need all of the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 judges in for your meeting. We are meeting over by the Mule. Again, Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 judges, please report over to the tent behind the Mule. Thank you. All right, back to the good stuff here. Hey, any chance that we can get a wide shot of this as we come up here with Cassie? Mejia, my apologies. Again, I've been trying to get it right all day. Dave Andres. And who do we have back here?
Ryan Gray with Arizona Masonry Council.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Ryan Gray.
Ryan, very nice to meet you. And we also have Chris Knorr, who is the designer of this fantastic project with the Smith Group. Now, there's a lot of different elements that are going on here to create this type of unique structure. We want to talk to it a little bit about it. Now, Cassie, can you tell us, how does the Arizona Masonry Council come together? What's it all about?
So we are a nonprofit association in Arizona, and we're made up of mason contractors and masonry suppliers and producers, and we all come together to promote the 4 pillars, which is education and promotion, workforce development, legislative, and building code advocacy.
Wow, you hit a lot of power words right there. I mean, some sensitive words that anybody in our industry knows. Workforce development, education. These are some things that we cannot live without. Your organization has stepped it up to continue to promote and go leaps and bounds into the education and to the workforce development of it. Dave, I mean, you sit on some technical committees that help provide this assistance into the education to build with masonry, utilize masonry materials, right?
That is correct. So I'm the chair of the technical committee, and our goal is to help the industry out to be a strong advocate for promotion of masonry, working with the building officials, with architects, with engineers, with whomever we need to be able to promote masonry as a preferred building method in Arizona and the United States.
That's right. Now, I've checked this structure out. I spent a little extra time in it myself, put my feet up. It's a nice, comfortable place to work. It's very unique. So we're going to come back to Chris Knorr and the Smith Group. Now, you guys are trying to achieve something different, very specific to what the customer demand is. So it's not cookie cutter, not at all. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do and what your organization does for the construction industry?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a large multidisciplinary firm. We have architects, engineers, interior designers, and planners trying to do what our clients need, what the best thing is for them to design a better future.
What are we talking, 1 or 2 guys?
No, about 1,200 people.
Oh, okay. That's big time right there. Now, Cassie, what about these elements that we use? Can you tell us why are we using these vented walls? Is it popular down here?
It used to be, but it's definitely coming back.
Now, if I understand correctly, this material that you see here is used in different sizes, shapes, but it's a common material. What is it?
It's all fence block material, so standard shapes, C block allows for what a 4-inch block would fit into that you would see as a very utilitarian wall.
Wow, very interesting. Got to stay hydrated in Las Vegas here, folks. Brian, I saw a bunch of people out here the other day. Did your crew help put this all together?
Actually, we had a couple of our apprentices come out and help us put it together, along with Maroney Mejia, and yep.
Now, Maroney, I know he's a talented man himself, and having those apprentices out here, not only to get the labor that we need to build these things, now they're able to take a look at all the other innovations, keep masonry and construction as their trade, make us more successful, continue to educate, go through the workforce development, work with groups like Smith Group, designing unique structures like this, utilizing common masonry materials in different ways. Now, our day's not done. I don't even think we're halfway through. There's a lot more learning to do here. Now, I think, Tom, you might have something dialed in here.
Yeah,
Something else
as a
you
matter
wanna
of
talk about.
I do. As a matter of fact, Sean, thank you so much. And I want to say before I get Tony Shelton over here, that is just a beautiful structure. I got an opportunity to talk with the Arizona Masonry Council yesterday, and I'm just amazed at what they can put together. And Tony, I'm going to bother you. Come on in here, man. Tony Shelton, let me shake your hand. Tony Shelton was our toughest tender back in 2016 with a time of 15 minutes and change. You guys are back again. What was it?
2014.
Well, I was just doing the most recent. You can just keep reminding me, though.
2 times.
What was your better time?
I don't remember. That's too long ago.
Okay, right. He did win it twice. He's looking for his third. Fred's looking for his fourth. But you know what? A mason can't work without a tender, Tony. And, you know, you're part of that toughest tender competition once again. Go through that a little bit. How tough is it to get everything set up just right in such a short amount of time?
Well, usually that's the big thing about it. You try to rush through it and do it the fastest. And usually the fastest guy never wins. It's the guy that gets it right and set up right. So that's the trick to it. Not trying to be the fastest, but try to be the quickest that gets it right. And that's usually the trick to it. Because every time I've won, I may not have finished first, but I had it right.
Now, I know that Fred, we talked to him a little earlier, he says he practices. Do you practice the toughest tender setup?
No, not no more. We used to when we first started doing it, but I don't no more.
You just know what you're doing.
Yeah, you've been here long enough, like riding a bicycle.
Well, only the mortars are a lot tougher to get to stick to the spokes.
Yeah, that's going to be the key tomorrow. I think that's what's going to make it or break it tomorrow is the mortar. I can already see the seating. It's going to be tough.
You know, that's how I was going to talk to you. Let's come over here and just look at this real quick. How is this going to be different? We have the Gatorback mortar board, which is absolutely the best mortar board that I think somebody can use, to be honest. With the heat, how do you do things differently to make sure that Fred has what he wants at the consistency to make it just right?
Well, it's one thing I've already seen here just shortly. It don't have no life to it on the board. It don't have no board life. As soon as you put it on there, within 2 minutes, it's hard. So probably the key is going to be to keep it in the wheel bar, keep it tended up, and just put it just minimum what he needs to keep going, looks like.
And everybody's actually going to have that problem. It's going to be equal all the way across the board.
Yeah, everybody's going to be fighting the mortar tomorrow. There's no doubt.
Now, what about the bricks? I mean, you guys have a special, I guess, chemistry, you should say, because you guys have won this 3 times. Fred said he wants to retire. You going to retire too?
Oh, yeah. He's done. I'm done.
So no other Masons stepping in. You guys are going to retire champions if you can pull it off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've done accomplished way more than we set out to do in the beginning when he set out to do this. So we've done achieved what we want to do. So now we're just going for extra gravy, I guess.
Or extra mortar?
Extra mortar, yeah.
I like that. Well, listen, I know you got a lot of work to do for the starter walls. Good luck with your team tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Tom.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's Fred Campbell, Tony Shelton. They're installed #1, and they're the defending champions, so we'll see what happens. Sean, I'm going to throw it back to you, and as you said, stay hydrated. So in the meantime, I'm going to take a sip of water. What you got for me?
I'm staying in the shade, Tom. That's the way I'm rolling the rest of this week. I tell you, I spent enough time out there. I am sympathetic for all those competing teams that are out there. Now, we're dealing with a heat wave. If you didn't know it, across the United States, we are dealing with a heat wave in Las Vegas. Now, we're here for the 2021 World of Concrete, World of Masonry. And we are going to be kicking off the Masonry Madness with the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. Now that's coming tomorrow. But having this heat wave here, we've actually had to make some adjustments. So today, while we're doing this little sponsor section, our teams are out there and they're building their starter walls. If you've watched us in the past, you know that we don't make them start on the ground. They have some time to build some starter walls. We brought them in the day before to keep them as cool as possible. We're trying to keep them out of the sun as much as possible, so we're going to limit their exposures here today. They're going to get some work done. When they come back tomorrow, they're going to be fresh. We're going to crack this thing off very early, and we're good to go. We're going to claim another world champion. But we can't do that without our sponsors. We can't put this kind of event on without groups that are driving the industry, innovative and aggressive. Now, I'm here with Justin Meyer, and he is with Best Block. This is their first occasion to actually exhibit at the World of Concrete. What are your thoughts? I mean, we're here in June in Las Vegas, but what do you think?
Yeah, this is great, Sean. We couldn't be more excited to be here, of course, with our sister company, Spec Mix, and the Bricklayer 500. This is a great event. We're super excited to be here, showing off our large format masonry.
Large format masonry? Well, that's not common, is it?
No, not common at all, but it's something that we're really excited about. It gives us, we've come up with an architectural brand of large format masonry and a structural line of large format masonry that we're really excited to roll out to the industry.
Well, let's talk about some of this then. What is large format masonry? I have no idea. Masonry's heavy enough. I mean, can we go bigger? I mean, what sizes are we talking about?
Yeah, we can go really big, Sean. In this wall right here, we've got 12 by 24 units that we've had great success with in our Texas markets. We've got a 47-story high-rise in downtown Houston we just completed with masonry units. Fantastic opportunity for us. It's a great opportunity for the industry. We can go as big as 16 by 32s. Really excited about what this brings for the architectural community.
16 by 32?
Yeah.
What, centimeters?
No, inches.
16 by 32 inches. That is a big unit. It's got to be pretty heavy. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the architectural, different styles that's available, but also the structural element. The thing that's blowing my mind is at 32 inches.
Yeah.
Now, I guess if you're working with a masonry partner, you can get this into a wall pretty efficiently. And is that the goal? Is that the objective?
That is absolutely objective. So we're really excited to say that we've been collaborating with Construction Robotics, that we've got a mule here in our space with us this year. And let's walk over there and check out the 32s.
Well, before we do that, I want to take a look at this. It's actually mimicking a beautiful natural stone. And you said you had a project in Houston that took up to, how tall was it?
Yeah, 47 stories.
47 stories. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that's about 500 and some feet up there. So it can be used for aesthetic reasons. So we want to make it look pretty. Masonry's always pretty, but sometimes you need some structural integrity. So what if we move over to that part? You have just regular CMU, but also in a large format. So some of these units here, like this, for example, is actually a large format unit.
So what we're showing here is our 32-inch long, 8/8 32-inch long block. And the real benefit of this is working in conjunction with Construction Robotics and their mule, right? So we can't lay these very well in the industry without some help. And absolutely, we want to keep our masons busy, but we want to make their work easier, right? So we can be more efficient and extend the longevity of the mason.
No doubt. I mean, sometimes we do have to embrace technology in some of the resources that we can. So in some cases, not in all, in some cases, we want to utilize mechanics as much as possible. Not a new thing on the market, but something that is getting utilized more and more. And now that large format is such a rage, groups like Best Block is actually putting together, look at this, a 32-inch block. Effortless. I tell you what, I tried to lift up some block over there in the Holman and Bernard booth. I did not do very well. Tom Clark kicked my butt. I bet I can take this one, though. One-handed. Look at me go.
Fine, whatever.
All right.
You need a mule.
Hey,
I am
Tom,
a mule.
I'm still beating you here. Justin and I are going to leave you with this. Large format tiles. Get over here to the Best Block booth. Check it out. Get some information on it. And then, Tom, you can move on to the next.
Yeah. I got you. That is pretty cool, though, the way they do that. All right, moving on to one of our next sponsors, Quikrete. I mean, where would we be without Quikrete, man? You guys are it. I mean, you know, we love Quikrete. This is absolutely amazing. And Dale, welcome back once again. Dale Nels with Quikrete. And each year you always have something new, something different for us. What do we got going on? We got a guy working here. What are we seeing?
So what we got, you want me to just take it? Good. I'll go ahead. All right. So what we got here is we just got our stucco products, our wall system division here. And Jose's here. All we have is a 3-coat application. The scratch has already been done. We did it yesterday. He's coming back and putting the brown on it currently. So with what's going on here, we try and just make sure that we have workability. That's what we're looking for in our mud. We want workability so that product can go on there nice and easy. And then when he comes back and he goes to Darby this up with as Darby, he'll show that here in just a second. All we want is just a nice smooth surface. Then what we do is we just let that thing cure for about an hour or so, 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll put a rough finish on it, and then they'll come back in 7 days and we'll put their real finish.
You know, that was pretty easy the way he did that. It's just amazing how, smooth that the Quikrete products do go on. We're going to see some other things throughout the day as well. But what makes these products so much better than the competition, Dale?
Well, it's workable. We try and get something that the contractor likes. There's a lot of things that happen with it. It's just like mortar. This is just the other trial trade. And what we want to do is we want to make sure it's workable. And with what our tech center has done, with what we've done in our technologies, this is the best that we have in the market.
Okay, now we've also got a couple of things that we're going to be looking at as well tomorrow. What are we going to see tomorrow from you guys at Quikrete?
So tomorrow we're going to introduce our new foam coat product that we have. It's for crack isolation systems. We'll show that, and then we'll show a direct applied on the CMU wall.
Awesome. Come on over here. We got some demonstrations. Folks can come over here, ask questions, and get all that info from you.
Yes, sir, Tom.
Awesome. Yes, sir. I like that. Dale Nels with Quikrete. Awesome. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Sean, I believe, if I'm not. No, we're going to go to commercial first. Let's go to commercial. When we come back, we're not done yet. If you remember a while ago, I left Dave over in the corner carving an eagle with a chainsaw from steel. I bet he's almost done, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. But we still have a lot of sponsors we have to take care of because we love our sponsors, man. That's why this event is so good. It's because of them. So give us about 30 seconds, and we will be right back.
No matter what you're building, get professional results with Quikrete fast-setting concrete in the red bag. It sets hard in minutes. Find out more at Quikrete.com. Quikrete, for over 70 years, it's what America's made of.
Hydromobile is a privately owned Canadian company that specializes in the design, manufacturing, and distribution of mast climbing work platforms for the construction industry. Our engineering team continuously improves our line of products and quality levels, helping Hydromobile stay ahead of the competition and remain the industry leader.
All right, welcome back. I want to start off with a quick little tune. O'Shea, 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 and onward. That's right. I am here with Kevin O'Shea, Hydromobile. Man, these guys have been with us since the beginning. It is the biggest highlight of this event. You can never miss it. It's up there. It's supporting Ford truck every year, and it's coming back. We're still making a couple of preparations for the big event, but Kevin, we are so thrilled that you're here with us again this year and today to talk about some of the things that are going on new. You guys are keeping it real with the Masons. You know the demand, what they have to go through in order to get these job sites tall and small, keep them efficient. Talk to us and tell us what's new in the industry. It's been a tough year here for you.
it's been a tough year, but at the same time, we still think about what we need to do to support these craftsmen here, you know? People forget that this is a craft. These guys spend time, money, they study, they need experience, you know, they're dedicated, you know, and these traditional industries need support, because all of these new products come in and challenge what these guys do, what these craftsmen do. We need to give them an edge.
And do you think you've succeeded in that? You're right. You got to give them an edge. We have to keep these craftsmen going. So this edge that I see, and it's obvious to me, standing on the ground, the equipment that you have, it goes small. You can do the small 10-foot jobs and 15-foot jobs. Is there a height limit that you can go with this hydromobile?
Well, a lot of this equipment is used in higher jobs. We've done smokestacks 1,000 feet high.
1,000 feet high. These casino buildings around us are not 1,000 feet high, and there's some big ones. I mean, you're talking way up there in the atmosphere.
You are, and you know, some of our equipment was used on the Freedom Tower construction. You know, so this stuff, there's no height limit really to what it can do. The key to this for the masons, though, really is to keep them earning money and productivity. Because if they can be moving material, making money, and at the same time be safe, that's how they get an edge on these new products that are coming through to challenge them.
That's right. And you've heard through the last different segments that we just did, it is becoming more and more common to keep your materials close by, utilize them close, less movement on your labor force, but you need some equipment and some scaffolding that's going to hold all that. You guys meet it and set the standard for everybody.
Yeah, some of this equipment here you can see behind us, and configuration will lift 22,000 pounds in capacity.
I can't even imagine laying that many units, but that's why I'm not a mason anymore. I like to be on this side of the fence, stay with Kevin, keeping the industry strong. You guys are educators. We appreciate what you do. Appreciate you being here again for another Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. Now, Hydromobile, stay strong. We're going to stick around. We're going to chat a little bit. We're going to finish out that song, O'Shea, 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 O'Shea.
O'Shea,
All right,
O'Shea, O'Shea.
Tom, maybe I don't have the right tune.
No,
you think you could do better?
I was going to sing with you.
Okay,
So
come on. I want to hear that voice, O'Shea.
Hey, O'Shea, O'Shea, O'Shea. That.
All
Well,
right,
I'm an
just
Irish.
going to let you finish it out from there.
All right, now, I know you recognize these two faces that I have on my left and on my right because they have been so critical over the years as sponsors. We love them both. We have Kim Haley with Marshalltown. We have Brian Belden with Belden Brick. And I'll tell you what, this is what it's all about right here when these two companies, what they have done over the years, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, look, you got a nice little Belden logo up there. I kind of like that. Where's Kim's? We need Kim's, too. Does Kim have a logo up there? Look at that. Oh, she's got props over there. Kim, I'm going to chat with you first. You got a handful there. It looked like it might be kind of heavy. But first of all, thank you again for being out here with us.
Absolutely. We love this event. We do every time.
It's kind of amazing, and I'm going to hold the trowel. I know you got a handful right there, but this baby right here is so critical because we put this together and we slather it up. We put in those beautiful Belden bricks, but you know what? You got to have tools to work with, don't you?
Absolutely. So this year we have the Mason Tender Bags, and we always have them, of course. And in them are a few key items, one of them being the brick trowel. This year I brought the Duracork handled brick trowel. The Duracork has a textured finish.
I was looking, it feels kind of cool.
So when your hands are wet or sweaty, like in the summertime, like now, it gets tack, so it helps with your grip.
You know, I noticed that right away already because, I mean, I've been out here and I am hot, and you can feel it. I've got a grip.
Yep. It'll definitely help you out with that in the summer.
That is awesome. This is absolutely amazing. But you got more goodies, don't you?
New to our line is the red, white, and blue Mason line. Obviously, it's the same old Mason line, just some fun new color.
Okay, I like it. Very American. Hey, let's get American on it. Very cool.
So there's a few more items in there too, but I'd like to talk about our brick book.
This is very cool. I was looking at this. Tell us how this came about.
So the president of our company wrote the story, and his daughter does the illustration in it. And it teaches young children about the tools themselves and how each one of them are used, and how each one of them are very important. So it has a good little lesson in there also. So the idea is to hope to spark the interest of the young people, and maybe it'll lead to a future trade for them.
Well, I mean, we talked to the IMI about training, the MCAA with Masonry Strong, and now we have a book from Marshalltown. And you guys have also piggybacked with Gatorback.
Absolutely. Gatorback has found a new home with Marshalltown, and we're very proud of that. So
This is
we're going to continue to supply the boards for the event, as they always have, and you'll see them every time.
especially for this year, they're going to need it because you need a mortar board that's going to keep that mortar moist.
Absolutely. Definitely in this weather.
Awesome. I'm going to hang on to this because it's actually stuck to my hand right now. I'm going to go over here and talk to Brian. Brian, they're going to need this for the Belden brick, man. What's new? What's going on with Belden brick? Okay, I think I noticed something, but you tell me, and I'll see if I picked up on it.
You think the core holes are different?
That's what I thought.
I got that comment from another guy. I think O'Connor noticed that as well. So, yeah, this is our Plant 2 brick. We've been doing this coring for a little while there. It just makes for a structural unit, a stronger unit for our robots and men to handle. So, just a different coring pattern works well for us.
So there was a reason. I mean, research and development technology said, you know what, it's better for this. It's going to make it even stronger, even though brick lasts forever anyways.
Yeah, we're not thinking it's going anywhere. It better last a long time, especially if it's got the Belden name stamped on the back.
You're darn right. It's awesome. Well, how is Belden brick doing these days?
It's good. You know, we're coming out of things now. It seems to be like construction's going strong. Things are getting better. We could keep going forward, but we're doing all right. We've got a plant project that's still kind of commissioning, and we're excited for that. So we're busy.
Okay, Kim, come on in here. I have a trivia question for both of you. It involves brick and the trowel because, you know, you have to build something, right, with the trowel or the Belden brick. Do either of you know the tallest building on the planet made out of brick and steel, mostly brick? Do either of you know where it is? I'll give you a hint. It's in the United States. Anybody want to take a guess? You get one guess. What do you think?
Sears Tower.
Not the Sears Tower.
I think building in Chicago.
It is not. It's the Chrysler Building. The Chrysler, I did not know that. But we have the tallest building on the planet made of brick and steel. And thanks to Marshalltown, if they'd have had that, they'd have made it even stronger and taller. Like they got a cute little, I like that right there. What is that?
Well, it's a margin trowel that's a bottle opener. So we don't forget about our crowd. So tomorrow I've got some fun little giveaways for the crowd.
Oh, darn, you lost it. It seemed to find its way somewhere else. No, I'm going to give that to you. You give that out to the crowd. They need it. Brian, thank you so much once again for being a sponsor. We appreciate it so much. And, you know, these bricks don't go to waste either, do they? Tell them where the bricks go when it's all done.
I don't know. You have to tell me.
I know. I'm going to tell you. We donate them because, you know, folks use them for schools to help learn, to build and everything. So we make sure that these Belden bricks are recycled because it's important. I know you're all about keeping masonry strong and keeping the trade. And Kim, you know it's very important. You're doing something as well within Marshalltown. So thank you so much. Two gracious hosts and sponsors. We really appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to be back in just a second. We're going to see how the Eagle is doing. We're going to talk to Multi-Quip. Don't go anywhere. We got about 30 seconds, maybe a minute of commercials, and we'll be right back. These guys are great. They are awesome. Thank you, kids. I appreciate it very, very much. Oh, thank you. Oh.
If your days begin before dawn and the quality of your work is the reason you sleep soundly at night, why settle for anything less than the best? Over the past 130 years, Marshalltown has forged a brand known globally for quality, craftsmanship, and a commitment to professional tradesmen and women. We're proud of our history, a proud sponsor of the Bricklayer 500, and proud to support professionals like you. So good luck from Marshalltown, where quality still matters.
Here we are again, still at the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500, seeking out who's going to be the next world champion. Painted day of bills, though. Now, we've been talking with a lot of sponsors, hearing a lot of cool things, new, interesting, and exciting stuff that's going to keep our trade moving forward, staying strong. We couldn't do it with all these different groups, and we're going to move on to the next. You know, every year we have a champion. His name gets put up on this trophy here. We're running out of space, folks. We're in our 19th year, and we couldn't get to our 19th year without the support of groups like Multi-Quip. Look behind me, all of these white Multi-Quip mud tubs and these Essex mixers. We're talking beast These things are 20 cubic yards. We've got 4 of them over there. We are going to be making some serious mud tomorrow. Yeah, we're building some today, but not even in comparison to what you're going to see tomorrow. It's going to be exciting. Multi-Quip gets us that material, the equipment we need to make it fast, get it out to these teams. We can't stop midstream, and we couldn't do it without Multi-Quip. We appreciate it. But it's with a little bit of sadness. Our dear friend, Raleigh Cox, the sexiest man in Las Vegas, he couldn't be here this year, so I've got to take the role. I've got to step up and fill in for you, Raleigh. Hey, we're thinking of you back there. We miss you. Look forward to having you back. We got our loyal mudslingers. You see them back there in their white shirts. They're pushing the tubs. They're making mortar. They're getting it out to all of those teams. Now, without those mudslingers busting it up, this event couldn't happen. So let's pay homage to them and to Multi-Quip for keeping this real, keeping this event strong. Appreciate you being there. Look forward to the next. Now, we're coming to the end. We're not completely finished out yet, but we are coming towards the end. So we're going to step back. We're going to go to a commercial. Let's hear what Multi-Quip says in their own words right now.
The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
Welcome back to the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 Sponsored Demo Day. We're about to close it out here. If you remember, Dave Weatherhead had started carving about an hour and a half ago. He's doing the head hair right now. I love the way that action is working with the chainsaw from steel. Absolutely beautiful. The guy does amazing work. You need to come over here and check this out. He's actually, you know, when you see that crest on an eagle's head, you see that beautiful white head on top of that body. That's what he's doing. I think we're good. Let's turn it around so everybody can see it there, Dave. He's taking it up. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. That's amazing. Y'all can come watch him do that over here in the steel booth. Hey, Dave, come on over here. Now, you're going to be doing the next couple of days, right?
That's right. Yeah, we got enough wood to carve stuff for 2 more days.
All right, well, that is awesome. I see out here, you know, you've got the eagles, you got the bears. Hold up that little bear down there, because he'll do bears, too. Now, I understand this doesn't take you that long, does it?
No, these bears take about, oops, I'm tangled up here. They take about, on average, 3.5 minutes.
3.5, and from what I heard from a bear that you may be going for a Guinness World Record on bear carving. Is that true?
We might give it a go tomorrow. I know what my personal record is, so we'll see what we can do.
What's your record, honestly?
Honestly? 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
That's amazing. Dave Weatherhead, come see him over here at Still. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up. I'm hopping over the fence right here. I'm going to go meet my partner, Sean O'Malley, because we got to talk about one more thing before we get done. And Sean, you know what that is. We got to talk about, oh, he's asleep already. Great. Really? Sean, get up.
Oh,
What
it's
is
back?
he?
I thought we were done, Tom. I was told that I
we're
could
not
go,
done.
go
Come on.
back. All
Come
right,
on, brother.
all right, help me up.
Here we go.
One more run at this. All right.
Awesome. We're not really done yet because we got to talk about what they're all going to win tomorrow.
Well, I know one thing they're going to win. How about a bear? That bear that you were just over? I mean, that's one of the prizes.
We could do that. I mean, we have all these prizes here. The top craftsman, the Kubota RTV X1140, got the F250. We're going to hand the keys to the winner, the winning Mason. So we got a lot of things going on, a lot of cash too.
This is a life-changing event. You get $120,000 cash and prizes rolling out into anybody's hands. It's business as usual the next day. Your life is changing. You're going to manage things a little bit differently. So, yeah, it's going to change somebody's world.
Yeah, now it starts with the Skills Challenge. That's tomorrow morning. They kick off at 8 o'clock. Our live stream is 8:45. SpecMix.com is the website. They're playing for cash. The toughest tender, $2,500. That's a lot of cash in their pocket. Fastest trowel on the block, $8,000. And then the winning Mason is also going to get $5,000 aside from the keys to an F250. So it's going to be a heck of a day. Our sponsors are chipping in stuff. Steel, Block Lotter. Look at all this stuff. Marshalltown, Stabila, Gatorback, IQ Power Tools. Everybody's going to be getting something from all these great sponsors that we had a chance to meet today.
Well, Tom, there's a reason they're here. They didn't just walk up, sign up registration, and say, I want to be in the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. No, they had to qualify. And that qualification circuit, known as the Spec Mix Regional Series, that went off all last year in a very challenging COVID year, we found some great champions. But it gave us an opportunity because we weren't able to host a regional in all those locations like we normally would. We opened up a wild card. So we're going to see some faces here tomorrow that didn't actually qualify number one in that regional, but they did lay the second most in the country.
It was 739 brick. I remember that wild card winner, as a matter of fact. So they are definitely going to be a factor here. Now, those regions are going to start again, aren't they? Not too long before you get another opportunity to be here in January of 2022.
We barely get home and unpack our suitcases before we're rolling again. We got the regional series for the 2021 coming right now. Pay attention. Go on to SpecMix.com, check out your local regional, get in, and find out if you have what it takes to be the world's best.
Hang on, this just in.
Get
in here.
Who is
Get in
this
here.
gentleman? Carson, I know who you are. But tell the world, who are you, Carson?
Carson Wong.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a
Spec Mix salesman? He nailed it. He nailed it.
These are one of the guys that are going to be so hard throwing the mud out tomorrow. Turn around. Turn around. Let's see the back of the shirt. Mudslinger, it's in the blood. You're going to see these guys rolling mud tubs out there. About how much mud are we actually going to throw out there? How many thousands of pounds?
We're going to go through probably 8 bulk bags or more.
I think we might even double that. I've heard numbers 15, 16 bulk bags by the time we're done tomorrow. And you're going to help mix it, push the tubs out, get it out into each one of the stalls.
Yeah, and it just happens to be his birthday today, and we got him a brand new tub of mud just for you. We're going to put him in a tub of mud.
And we're going to put some candles in there, and we're going to light it up. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for being a mudslinger, being here for all these years, Carson.
Get out of here, Carson. All right. We are going to wrap it up right now. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We start at 8 o'clock with the Skills Challenge. 8:45 is when we go live. It is the live stream tomorrow. SpecMix.com is where you find it. We will see you in there. We got to get out of here.
We got to get out here and get some rest. It's a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you shortly.
It's going to be sizzling. That's the cue to do the sizzle reel.
It's back. We're on the hunt for the world's greatest Super Mason. It's time for the greatest masons and tenders in the world to load up those mortar boards, grab their favorite trowels, and prove they're the best craftsmen in the business.
These are the biggest walls I have ever seen. He's ripping it, I'll tell you what. Head joints, bed joints, he's flying with that trowel.
Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. is ready to crown a champion.
Let's go, people! Come on!
1 hour of action-packed drama, a true test of skill, speed, and stamina.
I know his forearms are burning. I know his shoulders are burning.
Only one Mason will walk away with the keys to a new Ford F-250 4x4 truck and the title, World's Best Bricklayer. One Mason will also claim the prize, Spec Mix Top Craftsman, and take home a new Kubota RTV X1140 full-size diesel utility vehicle.
Count it down with me!
You can catch it all live June 9th at the World of Concrete in Las Vegas. Get your ticket today. Or watch it live online at specmix.com or on the official Spec Mix Facebook page.
Sean, I'm telling you, I've never seen this much brick fly.
Cheer on your favorite masonry team as we celebrate true craftsmanship by giving away over $125,000 in cash and prizes. Who will be named World's Best Bricklayer? Watch it all live. Brought to you by Spec Mix. Thank you to the greatest sponsors in the business.